From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Mexico City Golden Eagles. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. His first carry. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Smooth. Check 26, check 26. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
A shotgun snap for Love. Looking deep in the direction of Cook. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. First down. Hines. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes. We're trying to put him on the ground.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Tonight, 180. Hey, kill. Mike 96. Here we go, D. Hey, I 7.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit. Hey, 96 is coming. You don't like that?
Out of the gun, Goff. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here we go, here we go. I'm live in the feed. Check right. Watch it, you find. Yeah, that's what I do. Monday. 1, 2, 3, 7.
Here's Luck. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 5 now. Luck. He's going to go a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
53, Mike, 53. I'm coming. 4 down. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
After the interception, here's Goff. Flushed out right, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Kick to Pittsburgh. Mike. Check. Good. 53. Check. 53. Check. Watch the screen.
A first throw for the backup Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Fournette, a first down carry. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Forced out to his left. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And 96 is coming. We don't like 96. All day. All day.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 14. Here we go. Check. Crunch.
Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Four down, four down, four down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's fourth. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. So that'll back him up 5. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try.
A 32-yard attempt.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the sack on 1st down, Luck. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Luck. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down.
Luck. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
I'm going to run you over.
To the air again, Luck. This one complete to Devin Funchess. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. This one caught by Isabella. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
He's checking. Merlin.
Now Goff on first down. Steps away to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
From the 39, Luck. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Throwing on third down, Luck. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Out of the gun, Luck. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out, and this will be scooped up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it.
And oh, it's a safety. Goff got buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it. So maybe the defense will have to kickstart the offense here. The first points of the game comes from that defensive unit.
Yeah, sometimes you get together and you say, hey, maybe it's on us today. We have to go out and force the issue and make a play and get everyone else going.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's got room. And now look at him go. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big play there for Indy. 63 yards on the ground. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff, the connecting here with DJ Shark. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st down, Goff. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Mexico City. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Jackson. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Hey, we're going 30. Mike 37. Let's go. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now on 2nd and 16. Luck. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Third and long, it's Locke. Flush to his right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Shoot! And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37. And let's get this.
Throwing is Jackson. That's caught by Howard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He's back to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no... Let the clock wind down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Hines. They find some open field here. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Indianapolis, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And now it's off to the airport for a date with customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL.